use that money to make money. And yeah, I know $100 billion sounds like a lot of fucking money, but I mean, shit goes wrong, dude. Like, the economy goes wrong. Like, inflation's a thing. There's 100 million reasons I have to keep using that money to make money for as long as I can. Honestly, probably buy a house in, like, Australia or something, you know? Use the money that way. That way, everything's paid for down there, and just in case, you know what I'm saying? Buy, like, a nice boat that can make it there. Shit like that. But, yeah, no, like, if I were to buy, say, an airplane, I would use it for tours. Or a helicopter, I would use it for tours. I would use it to make money. I want the helicopter to pay for itself. You know? Oh, no, I do understand how much $100 billion is, but, like, think about it this way. Say I wanted to live on a yacht, Turkey. Off the grid, go Scientologist style. And no, you can. You very much can. If you don't, just, dude, think about it, bro. Like, all you gotta do is make one bad choice, and then the government's gonna take all your fucking money from you. Never trust those people to leave you your money. But, like, think about it this way. Say I want to live on a yacht. Say it's a really nice yacht. Say I spend $100 million on it. And then I need to staff it, fuel it, and do another thing. Now, if I never use that money to make money, you're right. I don't have to work. My yacht will run for the rest of my life. Probably my kids' lives. But what about my grandkids? What about my great-grandkids? What about, 10 generations from now? I'm talking about setting up money so that way my family, period, will never want ever again. Like, if they want to open a business, they can. Now, there will be caveats to that money. You cannot just have it to blow it. You have to have a good business plan. That shit needs to be looked over by an accountant. You know what I'm saying? A fucking lawyer. Like, I don't want you just blowing fucking money. But at the same time, no, I want my family for 100 generations to not want for nothing, my dude. Like, $100 million, $100 billion sounds like a lot of money until you think of it in perpetuity. Like, what if I want that yacht to run for 100 years? Well, it costs me $20 million a year to keep it running. It's $200 million, bro. Like, it's $2 billion right there. Like, that's gone. Just gone. Like, there's no making money on that $200 billion. So it's like, I know what you're saying. Trust me. For me, you're right. I could not spend, I could. I could spend $100 billion. That's not a joke. I really could. There's no, I could. But if I wanted to, I could. But just living my life, there's no way I could spend $100 billion. But, like, it's not just me. I want people that never know my name. I want grandchildren 100 generations from now that have never heard of me and never will. And then boom. I'll be dead in 50 years. I could care less really where it goes. I don't have kids. I'm not married. Yeah, but in 50 years you might have those kids. You gotta open your mind, my friend. Me, I do have children. And, like, I come from a very family-oriented family, like, in general. My mom's kind of a piece of shit, but, like, my grandparents, we went to fucking family reunions every year. Like, I'd spend $10 billion just hooking my family up. Like, houses, cars, bills, college. Like, I got probably 200 fucking cousins, dude. Like, the first cousins. Like, I probably got 300 cousins total. Like, it's wild. I got a lot of family, dude. I'm talking about everybody, homie. I'm not just gonna hook up one group of people. Like, I'm gonna hook up everybody. Like, I don't want to die with that kind of money unless I know it's making money. Unless I know it's going someplace where it's going to be useful, where it's going to be helpful, and where it's not going to be fucking wasted. That's me personally. But I also don't believe that, like, you should hoard money. I also believe you should, spend it. Keep the economy running. If you got $100 billion, spend that fucking money. Keep that economy running. I'll be setting up stuff to help my brother with him and his kids. Exactly. Yeah, no, it's exactly. Like, I would spend that. I would use it to make money, but I would also use it to help my family make money, and I would help set up college and shit. Because, like, right now, unless I'm, like, super big on Twitch and say another few years, I have no fucking clue how we're going to pay for college for all three of my kids. I have no fucking clue. I gotta be honest, I don't know. Like, college is so goddamn expensive. And, like, my kids are pretty smart. They're, they don't, I'm not worried about them not getting into a good college, and that's another fucking problem, because good colleges cost more. Like, yeah. Now, it would be nice if my family never had to worry about that. I would do that. Just that way they never have to live with that, fuck, how am I going to pay my bills? Fuck, where's my next meal going to come from? Because I've lived with that shit. And it sucks. Dude, it sucks. Like, college is a scam in my opinion. It depends on what you go to college for, my friend. In general, I will agree with you. But if you go to some kind of vocational college, nah, bro. Well worth the money. Like, if you're going to college for, like, how to create a business, like, if you're going for a business degree, I'm down for it. Go for it. I'll help pay for it. Because you're going to learn how to start a business. You're not just learning a trade, you're learning how to put that trade to good use in a business. I'm down for that. I don't want my kids working for fucking dumbasses and schlubs all their lives like I have. I want them to work for themselves. I want them to be successful in whatever the fuck they want to do, not what they have to take like I have to do. Like, I love stagehand work, and it truly is my passion in life, but I didn't realize that for a while because stagehand work was just what was available in my area. Like, they didn't do background checks, they didn't do fucking drug tests, they didn't fucking give a shit. You showed up and you went to fucking work, and that was good. I was solid with it. That's what I wanted. I had time to look for other jobs, I had time to do other things in my life, and I could just show up and go to work, like, no questions asked. It was beautiful, fucking beautiful. So it turned out to be my passion in life, but it took a little while to realize that. What's up, Mr. Sizzles? Ooh, I can feel the heat from here. We're discussing what we would do if we had $100 billion, Mr. Sizzles. Oh, no shit. Were you last seen playing Call of Duty Black Ops 6? Does your mom know you play that game? It's very violent, as I understand. There's guns in it. Did you know that? Can we say that on Twitch? I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I promise I'll be getting into this game in a minute, but I'm having fun with this conversation. I don't count trade school as college. I mean, fair enough. What about, like, MIT, though? MIT's a college. You know what I'm saying, Turkey? Like, if my kids go to MIT, hell yeah. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to pay for it unless I get that billion I'm talking about. But, yeah, no. Like, that's well worth it. An engineering degree from MIT, fuck yeah. That'll open up doors that I've never even seen. Down hallways I didn't even know existed. Like I said, college is not all bad. Like, now if you're going to college for like a fucking PE degree, like a physical education degree, what are you doing with your life? Just go be a tour guide. You can make more money. MIT, I also count as a trade school. Please don't tell people at MIT that. They will not be upset. They'll be upset with you, even though it's technically it's an institute. But yeah, $100 billion, Mr. Sizzles. What would you do if you had $100 billion? Seriously, now, not like like what would you just blow money on? But like, if you had $100 billion, living the life you're living right now, what would you do with it? I'm back. Welcome back, Lindsay. Yeah, like if you won the lottery or like a sweepstakes, or if a long-lost relative died and suddenly gave you $100 billion, like, what would you do with it? Besides have a stroke that you just suddenly got $100 billion, because I forgot to mention that. I would probably have a stroke first, use a bunch of that money to fix my stroke, then start spending money. Like we were discussing with Sizzles, if I had $100 billion, y'all would never fucking know. Nothing would fucking change about my life except the quality of my house and the quality of my motorcycle. That's it. They would get better. That's it. Like, I would use that money to make money. I would start businesses and shit with it. And that way, my family in perpetuity will have money and will never want for nothing if they don't have to. On the caveat that you're not a felon. Stop doing stupid shit. But, welcome to my family. My father turned into fucking Florida man, so, yeah. Ugh. Yeah. What would you do? 100% invest, start some sort of business, right? Like, I'd start like 10 businesses for real. Like, what's good. As long as they're sound businesses with a good business plan and a good startup idea, good location. Like as long as it's solid, I'm not just giving money away. I'd start like 10 businesses. Fuck yeah. You see what I'm talking about, Turkey? Like 100 billion it's like it is a lot of money, but even still, you just use it to make money. I mean, that's what like most billionaires do, right? They use their money to make money, even though they don't have to. They could live out the rest of their lives in some fucking Hawaiian beach, having some super hottie and something skimpies, deliver them drinks for the rest of their lives. They could 100% do that, but they don't. They take that money and they go on Shark Tank. It's fucking. I approve. My grandpa is rich, and he was asking me at Thanksgiving if I were to get a large sum of money, what would I do with it? And I said I'd probably buy a house right now. I mean, right? That's not a bad idea. Although it's not a great market for buyers anymore. It was like 10 years ago, but not anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, no, I'm with that. Buy a brand new car, buy a brand new bike, buy a brand new house. And then, build my nerf shop. But it's protected though. 1 million seconds is 12 days. 1 billion seconds, 32 years. Yeah. No, I know. But like, okay, so what would you see, Turkey? Because then once I have enough money that I know that I don't have to worry about, like I'm making all that money back and I'm staying at like 100 billion. Well, then I'm gonna buy a super yacht for like $500 million. You want one? I'll buy you one. You see what I'm talking about? That 100 billion could go quick if I decided I wanted it to. Like, do you guys not want to work anymore? Bet. Let's talk. Or you want to come work for me? Like in one of the businesses I've started? Let's talk salary. Like I got money. I don't mind burning it as long as it's for a good reason. Like, how many of you guys have student debt? That shit lingers. Let me tell you something. My grandma paid off my student debt without telling me about it before she passed away, which was pretty fucking awesome, honestly. But if she hadn't, I'd still be sitting on like somewhere between $12,000 and $20,000 in debt. That's me, dude. But you see what I'm talking about, Turkey? When you start doing shit like that 100 billion starts to dwindle fucking fast, my dude. And I love you guys. So, like, yeah, you'd be like, hey, can I have, like, a brand new, $130,000 F-350? Like, fuck it. As long as you pay the fucking taxes on it here. What are you going to do with that? You going to go mudding with it? Sure, go for it. I don't give a fuck. I got the money to burn because I'm making money, Like, the interest on my Nerf business alone paid for that truck. Like, I ain't worried about it. We could also call it charitable donations and get that shit taken off taxes. Bet. You would be a fair boss. Annaboo, I am what you would consider a firm but fair boss. I do not fuck around. I expect you to do your fucking job. I expect you to do it correctly the first time. And I expect you to tell me if you don't know how to do something so I can show you how to do it. If you don't do those things, I can be kind of a dickhead. Like, I don't have patience for people that bullshit, and I don't have patience for people that lie, and I don't have patience for people that can't motivate themselves at work. Does that make sense? Like I need you to be able to leave you alone for 2 hours and for you to motivate yourself and get that shit done. Like, I hate micromanaging. I fucking hate it. I'd rather go kick in somewhere else and put my hands to work, instead of sitting there having to babysit you. So I'm what you would consider firm but fair. If you do your job, you do it well, and you ask questions when you should. I'm a great guy to work for. I'll bend over backwards to help you out. If you don't do those things, you can go fuck yourself, and I'll find somebody else that will, I had minimal student debt, pretty much worked while I went to school and paid up front. I did too, Mr. Sizzles. That's why I'm not like 50 grand in debt, and I was only like a little under 20-ish in debt. I did manage to pay a lot of it off, I will say that. But my grandma, dude, she straight up paid it off. She was like, pfft, and didn't tell me. Are you hiring? Actually, if I ever go back to being a stagehand, yes, I will probably put out the all call that if you guys want a job and I'm in your area, get up with me and I'll put you to work. Yeah, no, it's not a big deal. But not right now, unfortunately. We're talking about if I had money. It'd be cool though. But also, don't fucking rush me. I get it done right, or I'll fuck it up on purpose if you rush me. Well, now don't fuck it up on purpose. Now that'll irritate the shit out of me. Like if you just tell them. It's like the voice of God coming down that kid. Anyway, no. But see, Turkey, here's the thing, right? I'm gonna be like, hey, like especially if you're new, I'm gonna be like, hey, how long is that job gonna take you? You know, whatever it is, and you're gonna tell me 2 hours. I'm gonna be like, bet, I'm gonna see you in 2.5. I'll be back in 2.5 hours. I expect that job to be fucking done. If it's not done, I'm gonna look at you and be like, what's up? And I expect you to have an answer. You know what I'm saying? And it better not be, because that's not an answer. that's not an answer. Like, I need you to have an answer for me. Like, you said 2 hours, I gave you 2.5. What the fuck's going on? I need you on this other job. Like, but you also have to remember, my dude, I'm a stagehand. When I'm in charge of shit, I'm usually in charge of stagehands, and we literally do not have time. Like, we're talking thousands of dollars in fines for being late. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's Blue Bottle? Sweet. Yes. She brought me chocolate-covered cherries. Bear in mind, I don't like chocolate, so I just suck the cherry out and give her the chocolate.
Yeah.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
See, if you get done before the charger, hear from me before you get back. And that's exactly what I would expect. That's exactly what I would fucking expect. Like, I'm kind of slow, not gonna lie, and that's okay, Lindsay. As long as you're consistent. If I put you on a job and I know it's gonna take you a little bit longer than others, that's okay. As long as it gets done right the first time. As again, stagehand in me, the fucking stage lead in me, if we take an extra hour on this would cost my company $10,000. It's more money than you're gonna make in the next 2 fucking months. Like, that's not acceptable. We cannot do that. So it has to be done. It has to be done right the first fucking time. And if it's not, then the fix better be fast as shit. Like, we do not have time for this. Now, on a job like Turkey's, it's a little bit different. Like, if I was put in a construction job, it's a little bit different. Now, we do have every construction job has a deadline, you know what I'm saying? But I would do my damnedest to make sure we got ahead of deadline first. You know what I'm saying? Put a little fire under everybody's ass and be like, look, if we get ahead of schedule, we can slow the fuck down and keep the slow pace. But, yeah. See if you get on. I'm a little slow at first, but I pick up speed once I know what's going on. Fair enough. And I would expect that out of most people, too. Consistent doing it right the first time means more than going back and redo jobs. You ain't fucking lying. Oh my God, there's only one thing I hate more than redoing work, Turkey, and that's redoing good work. Like, I swear to you, I hate having to go back over a job. Fucking pisses me off so bad. Like, nah, man, we checked that shit off the list an hour ago. We should not be talking about this right now. Fucking hell. Dano, what's good, my dude? But like I said, it's I would consider, and I've been told that I am a firm but fair boss. Like, people like working for me, but that's because they're good employees and they do their fucking job and they do what I ask them to. Because I will say this, the one phrase I hate hearing on a job site is, it's not my job. Well, that's not true, because if I'm your boss and I'm the one that tells people what to do and I told you to do it, then it's now your fucking job. Go do it. And I always have trouble with riggers like that, because riggers are fucking divas. Like, hey man, I need help on the trucks. I need you to go load trucks for me. Go help on the loading dock for me. It's not my job. No, it is, because I'm your fucking boss and I just told you to go do it. So now it's your job. You get paid rigging rate to go unload trucks. Shut the fuck up and go unload trucks. You're getting paid $45 where everybody else in that truck's getting paid $20. Shut the fuck up and go unload trucks. I absolutely hate hearing that shit on my job, and I promise you, on most job sites, it is the fastest way to get sent home. If I hear that shit out your mouth, I'm going to warn you once, and if I hear it out your mouth twice, I'm going to send you home. I don't want to hear it. I don't have time for you. You're cancer on my job site. All your attitude is going to do is spread, and I can't have that. I say, fuck that. Next job. Yo. My current boss is firm but fair, and I work best on those kind of bosses. I mean, that's just the way I like to work. I like to get the job done, get it done right. Because that way, if we get it done early, we can sit around and bullshit for the rest of the day, Like, especially on a gig, because I'm going to pay, like, on a festival gig, for example. On a festival gig, I'm going to pay you an 8-hour mini. That means that you're going to get paid 8 hours no matter how long we're at the job, like, up to 8 hours. If we're there past 8 hours, you get paid more than 8 hours, obviously. But you get 8-hour minis. So, like, if we get done the job in 6 hours, you can go the fuck home. And I'm still going to pay you for fucking 8. Or we can stand around and bullshit and smoke a fucking joint or whatever for fucking 2 hours and play cards or something and still get paid. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, people want to bitch at me about doing that kind of job. It's called production pay here. Well, for stagehands, it's pretty standard. I've never been on a stagehand gig. Well, that's not true, I have, but it was a fucking bad gig. But 99.9% of all stagehand gigs are going to have minis. Most buildings will have 4-hour minis, and most festivals will have 8 to 10-hour minis, depending upon what you go for. True, no bitching from me. Oh, I don't mind a little bit of bitching if something's wrong. I just don't want to hear that phrase, it's not my fucking job. I fucking hate that shit. Like, it is your job now, you motherfucker. I'm not asking you to go to wash cars in a parking lot, motherfucker. I'm asking you to do a job on the stage, man. God damn it. Yeah, anyway, it gets me. Do 10 hours of work in 4 and go home. Exactly. Yeah, no, that's exactly. Don't get me wrong. Most gigs, like, I'll have guys stay. Like, I'll ask you. I'll be like, look, I need you to hang out just in case. Like, if you're one of my riggers, Turkey, I'll be like, hey, I need you to hang out for a little while. Just go read a book or something. You're my on call guy. But the thing is that if it's a normal gig, like a house gig, so you get 4-hour minis, right? So you clock in for the load in, then you clock back out, then you clock back in for the show, then you clock back out, then you clock back in for the out, and then clock back out again. So you clock in 3 times to get 3 4-hour minis. So you'll get paid for 12 hours minimum during the day. Minimum. Like, if you can get the work done in 6 hours, bro, you get paid double. Who the fuck wouldn't want to do that? Like, I've been on gigs that I've clocked in and clocked out and had so many hours on the mini that the next morning I woke up, took a piss, and was still getting paid. Like, it was crazy. Who the fuck wouldn't want to work hard, bust ass, and get it done? It's insane to me. Sounds like a plan. I'm down. What's good? That's incentive for me. Agreed. It's for me too. Don't get me wrong. Every now and then we get that lazy fucker that's just like, whatever. We got like 4 hours. Like, no, bitch. No, we don't. Let's impress. Let's go. Get the shit done less time, still make same money. Exactly. It's my favorite way to work, Turkey. I promise you. Which is why there are some gigs where, firm but fair was more on the firm side, because I was like, let's fucking go. Like, move your body faster, please. And they didn't, and it irritated me. But, it is what it is. Still got the job done. It's the best way to make money, bro. Like I said, stagehand work for me is like my fucking... I mean, once I figured it out that... Because I was in theater beforehand, but once I figured out arena, oh my god, best fucking job on earth, man. You mean I can go to work for fucking bust ass like a superhero for 4 or 5 hours and get paid for 8? Yeah. See ya. Oh, my entire industry's like that, Turkey. The entire staging industry is like that. You've extremely fucking rare to find a house or a festival or a fair, just a gig in general that doesn't have a mini. Extremely fucking rare. Like, I've had them before, but I got duped into it. I asked them, I was like, everything's normal with the payrolls are normal, right? And they're like, yeah. And then I got paid for like 2.5 hours, and I was like, nah, that's no good. I busted ass, did that shit in 2.5 hours so I could go home and get paid for 4. What the fuck are you doing? If not, I would have hung out for 4 hours and done the full call. Like, it's about hours for me. Hours mean money. But it's whatever. Need to be more production jobs in America. Like, it wouldn't be so bad. Like, it's a good incentive. I think I've talked about this before. One of the other incentives that we have for festival work is if you work every call that I put you on, in other words, you don't call out a single day. Now, you don't have to work anything extra because there will always be the option to work extra hours. But as long as you work the hours that I schedule you for, I will pay you $1 per every hour I scheduled you for. Bonus. So if you worked 80 hours, you get an $80 paycheck, $80 bonus check at the end of your paycheck. Like, same thing if you worked 1,000 hours. It doesn't fucking matter. As long as you work the amount of hours that I scheduled you for, I will pay you $1 for every hour that you worked. It's our incentive for people to show the fuck up to their jobs. You'd be surprised how many don't. It's fucking weird, man. Something about my industry, man. We got some really amazing people and some really shitty people and very few in between. It's usually one end of the spectrum or the other. Alright. Yeah, hell yeah, that's awesome. It's not bad. Like, don't get me wrong. But that's the thing. If you don't work, like, you call out one day, I'm not going to pay you that bonus. I need you to work every hour I scheduled you for, because that's why there's a fucking schedule. Yep, extra dollar on the hour. Can't complain about that. Nope, I agree. And it's not, I don't tax it, bro. Like, if it's 80 hours, I give you $80. Like, it's not like $80 minus whatever taxes. No, it's a bonus check. It's exactly what it is. Like, I've had upwards of like a $200 or $300 bonus check, man. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Now, the staging industry is amazing. Now, here's the caveat, guys. I'm going to work you to death. I'm not joking. I'm going to work you so fucking much that you are going to hate me. Yeah. At least until that first paycheck shows up. Then you're going to love me. But by the end of that first week, you're going to be like, why the fuck am I doing this? Like, I'm doing 12-hour days, and I'm like, I literally am getting no sleep, and why am I doing this? And, yeah, then that paycheck's going to show up, and then you're going to be like, oh, yeah, that's why. But, that's the other half of my job, is that it's hard fucking work, man. When it's hard work. Hurry up and wait a lot, but still. Hard fucking work when we're in it. Like, when it has to be done, it has to be done. There are no excuses. It's not like building a house where, fuck it, we can take another day. Negative. We cannot take extra time. This needs to be done now, and if it takes 10 extra people to get it done, give me 10 fucking people. Let's go. Love my job. Now I work on houseboats. Not the same, man. It's just not the same. There's no excitement in what I do. It used to be exciting. Now it's not. Alright, let's see. What are we doing here? We got a new mission. We're going to finish up this campaign hopefully tonight. I've called out 3 times in the past 18 years. Right. You're my kind of employee. What's good? Oh, okay. So there's a caveat, right? Like, if, say, I'm working in retail or something, and you're one of my employees, and you call out in the first week of work, oh, I have a negative opinion of you. This first week of work, man, come on. You can make that shit work, right? Like, you told me you had a solid ride to work. That was part of the deal. Like,